Hello! This is Racer X going on Halloween, and welcome to the Giant Snail Races. And next to me is the lovely nurse, Maybeth. Say hi, May.
Howdy-ho, and welcome to our Halloween Scream Show. And next to me is my favorite witch, Tindalia Soothsayer.
Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween. And seated next to me is half the woman she used to be, Fukaju.
Ooh. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the races. Seated to my left is Noodle Me Noodle.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Halloween. Kind of sad it's almost over, but oh well. I'll enjoy it while I can. Driving our balloon today is Alden Cortez.
Yay!
Hello, I'm Alden Cortez, and I'm driving this balloon as fast as I can. And now we go down to Racer X going and the stats.
Yay!
All right, so we've had one race so far in our final, the 7th season of Giant Snail Racing, the final season this year. And we only had 3 snails in our race last week, and it came out to be Callie Kane in first with 10 points. Woo! Yay! And Lobby Wriggles came in second. Woo! Queenie Promise came in third with 6 points. Woohoo! And now we go down the rabbit hole to the first race of the day. Here we go. Okay.
Yay!
Alrighty, so we have all made it safely to the ground. And we are in the lighted benches except for Cheyenne, who's not in the lighted benches. She's going to be twirling in the air probably as soon as the snails take off. We'll see what happens. And everybody else is sitting nicely, and maybe we'll get Cheyenne moved. We don't know. Might happen. Could happen. Okay, so over here, it looks like that must be Abel. Abel in the purple scarf. Woo!
Yay!
Let's just turn this on so I can see. Yes, it's Abel. Callie Kane in the blue scarf. Woohoo!
Yay, Callie!
That is ugly. That is some hideous looking snail there, Callie.
That's awesome.
And Lobby Wriggles in the green scarf. Woohoo!
Even uglier because she has to wear a sheet.
I don't know if it is.
Oh, she's cute. And over here we have Queenie Promise and half a snail. Very nice. Very nice.
Terrible industrial accident.
Good job. Yeah. Working with acids. Okay, now we come down
Working with
to
salt.
something there. Something corrosive. Okay, Tindy, hit that button.
When we hit the button, I got to cam back to the so I can't actually see it.
You have to hit the button so May can sing.
May can sing whenever she wants.
That was the button song. And then
But
there she goes. She hops. Well, she sort of. I don't know. Everything's a little bit slow today. Let's see if the cannons actually fly.
Let's see if I can actually still
the
see
cows
it.
come
better
from the
not
cannon.
fly.
The cannons don't fly. The cows fly from the cannon. I hear it. There it is. Yay! Cows in the air. Coming
Like they
down.
just don't care.
It's the third. Took like 3 weeks. I haven't seen it actually explode. There we go. That one blew up good. That blowed up real good.
Go
as Snoopy would say.
Here they go.
Yes, I would. Thank you very much.
Callie is ahead by a head.
But I'm fine.
Ahead by a head.
Approaching checkpoint 1.
Not mine, dog.
Get you my pretty little dog, too.
Is that a gesture or a real dog?
I have no idea.
Look at us floating around up here in the
Gesture
benches.
dog.
Meanwhile, crossing the balls.
That's gesture dog. Nobody wants to sit with I gotta.
Looks like,
The benches are gone.
oh.
On to the next section.
Queenie pulled out, and then
No, I think Lobby's in front right
and
now.
then Lobby came,
For a second.
and then Lobby did.
So we're really close still.
Very.
Oh.
It's a
Alex
mishmash of
says
snails.
you're next. That's good.
Oh, look at Baby P does these wonderful advertisements for us. Thank you, Baby P.
He's one of the game-changing spots. The mushrooms.
Ah, Queenie just bounced completely over quickly. You taking first place.
plowed right through.
Oh,
I was going to go talk about the statue, but there's not that much to talk about there.
Yeah,
He's got a-
I thought it was
he's got a
also
hat on.
washing machine for
it's a statue of
second.
you. You can always talk about it.
It was a thermometer instead.
Comes the one-eyed snail coming out. That's got to be Queenie.
Yes.
Queenie, first one out of the ice cream cone.
No, Queenie half out of the.
Yeah, Queen should have to do 6 laps. He's only had
I'm protesting on that.
Bones count. Bones count.
Most snails
Alright.
had bones.
One big one.
Depends what they ate.
Go, Queenie.
Yay, Queenie gets.
Starting her second lap.
Well, in second place by Abel, who's taking over second place.
Callie in third.
Uh-oh. Queenie Promise needs checkpoint 4. How did she do that?
Uh-oh.
What?
Again?
Yeah, let's just give that to her. Queenie's in the lead.
How do you miss checkpoint 4? Don't you have to go
I
through it
know.
when you're going through the ice cream?
I think so, yeah. It's just the SL glitch again.
It's pretty much just the length of the entire time. I
Yeah.
suppose you could miss it on the edges,
She
but
wears her
If-
teeny tiny avatar in there.
yeah, but there's still really no way you miss it easily.
I think so. I don't know.
Maybe that splash affects it because we're running that on physics or something,
Ah,
doing something, so it hits it at near the same time as that. I don't know.
nah.
I was starting to think about having that mushroom in the middle of checkpoint 3, taking that out, because I thought, well, maybe we're messing with physics too much right when they're trying to get some vital information to the scoreboard.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, I made checkpoint 3
Oh,
on the
no.
top course bigger this week, so.
Really?
Queen and Abel coming out of checkpoint 3 here pretty much the same time. They're right on top of one another.
Queenie just online said that she needed checkpoint 3 and then she needed checkpoint 4.
Let's see who emerges from the ice cream. Oh, Abel got a good start down
But
into
it doesn't say she needs 5 now. So
Yeah, I think once you go through the finish line, it doesn't care what number you're on.
Mm.
It'll start back at 1 again.
This is really close coming
But
up. Yeah.
Abel's coming.
This is yeah, Abel just pulled out ahead.
Yes, it did.
Scarf.
Queenie's getting hit by Pokeballs.
Oh, hi. Multi-balls.
The Pokeballs.
Oh, and pushed
Ooh.
back.
See that? How Abel skipped over there? He cut it short and got around that. Good job.
Yeah, I knew these snails were in for it when Abel showed up.
Yeah.
He did what, 3 races last season and came in 3rd?
Yeah. Yeah, he won all 3 races last season. 3 races he came to.
It's getting a good
Look at
lead
that.
passing the bumper cars.
Maybe the scoreboard says that Queenie's still on her first lap.
Still on her first lap.
Yeah.
She still needs 4.
Well, she no.
Oh,
She
wait, no,
needed
now it's
3.
she
No,
needs. Oh, no.
she needs 2. Yeah, so it's weird. It's being weird. Because on last lap I saw that it said she needed 3, then 4, and it stayed on 4, didn't go to 5.
It still thinks she's on her first lap.
Yeah.
April's lead just increasing as we hit checkpoint 2.
Yes. In case you didn't know, the snail race is a 3-lap race. That's why we're still going around. In case you're wondering, it's not one of those NASCAR things where you have to wait for 500 laps, but
And just make a bunch of left turns.
yeah, just turn, go faster, turn.
It's another left turn.
This is my favorite spot on this track because these mushrooms can be a total game changer. And Abel's demonstrating how hard it is to go through these sometimes, getting stuck.
Yes.
And
It's making it even harder.
I could make them harder.
He keeps his lead.
And the checkpoint that we're talking about is down here inside of this,
Well, I was looking at it, and it's pretty much a bit of
right there.
When he's gone through it, it should have changed to 5 for her. And it's not there.
Yeah, I think she found a spot right on the side edge of it where it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna give her whatever place she shows up in physically.
So I think Abel's going to get first,
Abel putting their top
barring like a total
and
disaster.
down he comes, bouncy.
No bouncy at all.
Oh, there it is.
Yay!
And the win for Abel. Woohoo!
Way to go, Abel.
Okay, now
Place.
watch carefully. Who comes in? It looks
I
like
don't know. It was Kelly, but she
Face
bounced and Queenie took it
Queenie
away.
second,
22nd.
Callie
Sally
third.
third.
And Lobby.
Way to go.
All right, that's where we go with.
Good job.
So is that different than what's on the scoreboard? Yes, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. With the what?
Recap.
Recap. Woohoo! Okay, so we have decided that we're going to give it to Queenie because checkpoint 4 is hard to miss and shouldn't be able to be missed. So we're going to say that she did get it and she did come in when she came in. But first we had Abel came in first. Woo! Yay! And then we go down to Queenie Promise came in second. Woo! Oh, kitty. And in third place was Callie Kane. Woohoo!
Yay!
And Lobby Riggles came in fourth.
Hey, Lobby.
Yay!
Yay!
Yellow.
Okay, now we go upstairs to the best. See who won best in show with May Best. Let's go up there. Woo!
All right.
Yay!
Righty ho, and welcome to our Halloween show. Happy Halloween, and welcome to Best in Show. The snails have put on their mascara and are looking very cool. Racer made a special request for our costume today. So yes, I am the naughty nurse. I think he should have said sexy nurse, but I wouldn't have done that. Today we have 5 snails dressed and eligible for prizes. Yay! Abel! You have won 4th runner-up. Yay, Abel! Woo!
Yay, Abel.
I think there were 6 snails. If you count Abel.
Yes.
Okay, we have 6 snails counting Abel. Abel got put on my note card after I wrote it, so I literally have nothing to say about this show. Abel, you look newlywed. Did you get married too this last week? Abel has been MIA for a few weeks, lost in a fog, and he was missed. We almost sent out Sherlock Moans to find him. Glad to have you back. Thank you, Abel, for coming back today. Yay, Abel! Tindalia Soothsayer! Woohoo! Tindy! Yay!
Yay!
Tindy does everything. You have won 3rd runner-up. Yay, Tindy!
Yay!
Tindy is the scream of the week and the decorator of our snail track. Tindy was the perfect mummy and really wrapped up the decor. Tindy is cooking up Goulet and apple spider in her cauldron shell. You will be able to get some of that at the Cascateria, where I hear they also serve Bloody Marys. It's a good place to go for booze. Everybody, please give Tindy a round of applause. Yay, Tindy! Because without Tindy, we do not have a snail track theme each week. Yay, Tindy! And thank you for all you do for us.
Thank you.
Alden Cortez. Yay! Alden! Woo-hoo! Alden, you have won second runner-up. Yay, Alden, good job. Alden's amazing use of textures and animation is just boo-tastic. I heard Alden was going to join the Ghoul Scouts. She said the troop is part of Racer's Fang Club. She expressed concern, though, that this might turn out to be a pain in the neck. Lobby Wriggles! Yay, Lobby! You won first runner-up. Yay, Lobby! I voted for you, by the way. Lobby says her little trickster treaters that are riding on top of her shell round the track seeking treats have big plans for Halloween. They're going to a Halloween beach party down at the Dead Sea. She told me that she had read her horoscope this morning, and her chances of winning today are scream-tastic. Yay, Lobby! Callie Kane, you have won the cast member vote. Yay, Callie! Good job. Callie attributes this win to exercise because she uses it to rid all of the demons on the track. Callie has plans to visit the blood bank after the show today. She says her favorite flavor is vanilla. Yay, Callie! Queenie Promise! Yay, Queenie! Woohoo! Queenie has won Best in Show. Yay, Queenie! Queenie is half the snail she used to be. I guess that's a way to lose weight. Queenie, you look beautiful tonight. Queenie tells me there is nothing on earth quite so spooktacular as that final haul on Halloween night. I have to ask, do all those legs work, or are you going to be a hoblin' goblin on the track today? Yay, Queenie! I guess I'm getting crickets for that one. Okay, let's take a look at our audience today. Look at you guys. Look at you now. You guys look spooktacular. Wow.
Yay, audience.
Great job with your costumes.
Yay.
And don't forget to vote for your best dressed fan in show. And you do have to be present to win at the end of the show. A special thank you goes out to the sponsors of our show here today, Kierhops Innovations for all your in-world's business needs, Treat TV, and YouTube, where you can watch our snail race reruns with your friends. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Callie Kane and Catton Carter, woohoo! Special thank you to you.
Hey!
Thank you so much for your generous financial assistance this week. And I would like to say thank you to all of our fans out there who contribute. Your donations do keep our snails running. If you haven't contributed yet, you can find the little kiosks all over the island like the one behind me. They look like thermometers because we be hot. Hot.
Oh, and there's trick-or-treat candy behind the stands if you want to get some.
And in front of the stands, too.
And in front of in a really fantastic witch's hat.
Mm-hmm.
And a bouncy ball, a bouncy pumpkin from
Bouncy ball.
Queenie.
All right. Good job, everyone.
Everybody grab your boogie shoes and let's join the fantastic host of our show, Racer X Going, and his pal, Snail
Hello, this is Racer X Going, and this is the part of the show where we take our brave little snail and we put him into the cannon. Yes, that's what we do every week, Snail Dude. We put our brave little snail into the cannon. Where'd you go? You're over behind the bushes again. No, that's not going to fly. Get in the cannon. Get in the cannon.
No!
That's not going to fly. He's going to fly.
Come, I can't.
Prepare to be astonished.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Everything's backwards. Yeah.
Out of the cat.
I didn't do it.
This time.
Ooh, what's in the
Oh, I
pot?
see.
Trippy.
At 2 frames per
There's a
second.
snail there now.
Woohoo!
No,
We made it.
Yay.
Yay!
Soup.
He's a little
Resting
bat
on
now.
its back.
He's a
Oh, it's a
vampire
bat.
snail.
And he's dead.
And now he's on the bottom edge
By a trick-or-treater.
All right.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
No, you're not.
Yay!
Yeah, you're right. I'm not.
Okay. So, don't mind the snail behind me. Never mind that.
I know
What's
it's
snail behind you?
Snail behind the curtain.
We'll get Snail cleaned up and ready to go. And let's do the stats next. Let's do that. Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Stats. All right. So we are in season 7, first race. We've had one race so far, and this is how the standings go. We had Oodle Me Noodle came in first last week with 10 points. Woo!
Whoa!
Yay!
Weird.
Pindalia Soothsayer in second with 8 points. Woo! Yay! Alden Cortez in third with 6 points. Woo!
Yay!
Queenie Promise in fourth with 4 points. Woohoo! Lobby Wriggles in fifth with 3 points. Woohoo! Yay!
Yay!
Calicade in sixth with 2 points. Woo! And that's it. And now we go out there and see who's out there for our final race of the day. Here we go. Woohoo! Alrighty. So, in our final race of the day here, second race of the season, we've got Abel over here in the purple scarf. You can barely see him.
Yay!
Yay!
And Callie Kane in the red scarf. Look at
Yay,
him right up
Callie.
there. And Oodle Me Noodle here in the blue scarf. Woo! And Dahlia Soothsayer
Oh,
in the green scarf. Woohoo! And Queenie Promise in the blue scarf. Woohoo! And over here, Cat and Carter in the yellow scarf. Woohoo!
Yay!
And Alden Cortez in the orange scarf. Woohoo! And over here in the end is Whispering Wind. Yay!
Yay!
Take a picture. And here we go. Now we go over to who's on the button?
Fukachi.
Fukachu's on the button today. All right.
Okay. I
We
haven't
go
missed
for
that.
button.
Cuckoo, Pikachu.
I'm on the button. I'm button.
Button in or button out. I don't know what that's about. It's time to launch the cow now.
No.
Hey.
And the kitty cat says,
There it is.
Yay!
And that's when the cows come in.
Kaboomish!
Oh, blowed up real good.
Thank you, Fuku.
Yep.
That was
That
you,
one
right?
piece is still
Yep.
standing.
We'll knock it down.
I did
That's
knock
okay.
it down.
Well, good.
I got
All right,
to
let's
first,
see who
I guess.
gets lift. This
the only one who ran
this
into
decides the race sometimes.
Woohoo!
Oh, and
Short hop there, but
Catton doesn't get lifts this time. He's on the bottom there.
Liftless.
It looks like Alden's in the lead.
He whispering it.
very possible.
Oh, bad car. Bad car.
Bad car.
Means Alden and Whisper are going to be opening up all the gates for everybody else today.
Yep.
How polite.
Well, thank you. While you're on the
Spider webs. Oh!
Somebody else got
Whispering falls
newlywed.
down and she's on the ground now.
Ouch.
She's gonna hike all the way there.
Short. Up.
You'll notice checkpoint number 3 has become larger than it was before. We were tired of
Can't
people
tell.
not hitting that. Well, see, the numbers are actually sunk into the hill now. Yeah, it's hard to see. You can see the numbers bigger from the top.
I guess I hit it. I don't know.
Everybody's on 4 except for Catton, who hasn't gotten there yet.
Alden
There it is,
pushes
Captain
over.
Wood back there.
Callie wishes over.
Queenie's
And
got it.
Tindy has taken. Oh no, Alden. Alden's still in the lead.
Yep.
Yep.
I almost made it over.
Oh no.
Please
Trouble.
note my surprise.
It's trouble in the maze for Tindy.
Oh,
Yeah, usually
ouch.
loves to close and then dead end on the.
Catton pops over. That's gonna help him out a little bit.
Shh.
And Fable.
Alden in the
second.
lead here. Abel in second.
Tindy
And
trying to spring for the ramp. She doesn't usually do that, but she needs to make up some time here.
Allie Kane in third. Ulumi in
Mhm.
fourth. Wow.
Sends her right to the top of the ramp.
It's like all our high-speed snails are slow speed today.
Good job, Tindy.
There's Catton and Whispering. Sporting the matching snails. Twinsies. I don't know.
It's Team Ferret, not Twinsies.
This Team Ferret.
Indeed.
They had Twinsy Day at the school I work at, and their kids wore the same clothes. It was Twinsy Day. I'm the only one that gets that, I guess.
I get it.
No.
I got it. I don't.
Got
I
it.
just don't like it because it really alienates the kids that have a hard time making friends.
Oh, wow.
I feel that.
That'll do it.
And it looks
ouch,
like Abel
Alden.
is way out in the lead. Abel, you win a couple races like this, we're going to put you in the pro races.
Happy face learns. Oh, and it changed.
Of course it did. To be long.
Uh-oh.
And happy
Abel
face
does,
again.
holds the lead.
Tindy
Ulumi
just rolled ahead
second.
of Alden.
Callie.
Almost all the way over. Just Whisper has to go through the maze.
Alden doesn't get any lift. Or, oh, that one
Meanie,
did.
I have to say that's just wrong.
Tindy's struggling at the
Callie's
bottom
got
of
it
the
all.
ramp. Shut her right up to the top.
Almost crashing.
Oh, Abel slides down the glass. This is
Hey!
going to put Ruby in the lead. Abel climbing out of the tank. He lost 2 places there.
But Woods has to open
Maybe
up
3.
the gate. Gotta
Up
slow
2.
him down.
Not really. It's going pretty well.
Yeah, it seems like they're all pretty much in a row there.
Not jinxing it, I swear.
Callie's poking
You
at
are.
her with her knife.
You gotta run. Callie's right behind you. That knife looks sharp. And the way she's waving it at you.
I don't have a rear view mirror. I can't see it. I fear life. Yay!
Good lift over the
Oh.
happy face maze.
Yes.
Yeah, but it
Happy
won't stay
face,
that
'cause
way.
It's got to happen
Oh.
fast.
Ooh, Tindy's over.
Oh, Queenie missed 4.
That's a pretty awesome recovery.
Queenie, I think, missed 3 back there.
Yeah. Oh, she's missed
It was
4.
3. But not
He's coming in for first place.
Yay!
I had to draw attention back to They were
Mind me, I'm
distracted.
just winning.
So
Yeah,
Cindy comes in second.
Cindy making pretty good recovery.
Pat and Carter, it's going to be close.
Everything went into
Now,
Bill for
but
me.
it doesn't face plant.
That's at the top of
It
the
did, but that was a really nice recovery.
Catton in third.
Yay, Cat!
Alden in fourth. And
Callie.
Callie in fifth.
Baby.
Abel in sixth. And Queenie needs another lap. Oh, Whispering's going to get it.
Yep.
Queenie's going to go take that other lap. You don't have to, Queenie.
Go, Queenie, go, go.
Go, go.
I went over it.
All right. While Queenie's doing that, we'll do the recap.
Recap.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
Go, Mr.
Okay,
Wilson.
so in first place we had
Umi.
Like- Oh, yeah.
Udemy Noodle. Woo!
Yay.
Second place, Jindalia Susair. Woohoo!
Yay!
Third place, Cat and Carter. Yay!
Yay.
Alden Cortez in fourth. Woohoo! Fifth place was Kelly Kane. Kelly Kane.
Yes,
in
yes.
fifth. Sixth place, Abel. Yay! And Whispering went in seventh. Yay!
Yay. Queenies.
Queenie's headed for checkpoint number 4. Woo!
Hey, Queenie.
Go, Queenie.
Heading for the maze.
For the maze.
At work. Will she get lift?
No.
Oh,
Through the maze.
Happy face, happy face, happy face, happy face.
oh.
Darn.
At least it's not the longest one.
Yeah. The one I usually get.
You did have a hard time with that maze.
It's the nature of the man.
Yes.
I didn't get shoved through the ramp.
No.
I was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen too.
I was surprised to see you taking that hop up the ramp to make up time. It was a gamble that paid off for you.
That's usually what I use the thing is to try to make up time. And Queenie comes in for 8th. Yay!
And that brings us over to the time on snail racing when we dance. Woohoo!
Oh,
What was that?
Yay! It's all good. We're dancing! Hey!
Everybody dance now.
Boom,
Thank you.
boom, 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 boom.
Got a cue, May. I'm busy dancing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is our theme this next month? Or next month? Yeah,
The next month? Yeah. What should be one you like, Racer? Break out your party hats and we're going to have some cake because it's a snail racing birthday!
Snail racing friends. How many years old now?
Well, if you don't
12
know,
years old.
Oh,
The answer
you're
is
old.
12.
12 years old, so we're
Doesn't-
still officially the longest running event in itself.
yes.
Very cool.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Should we say goodnight?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yay, thank you.
Bye. See you next week.
We can stay here.
So,
Keep-
Pikachu, who has
Yes.
won Best Dressed Fan in Show today?
May. Today's audience best dressed winner is, and this was a really close one, it was almost a three-way tie.
Wow.
Winner today is Queenie Promise. Congratulations.
Yay, Queen.
Yay, Queenie.
Happy Halloween!